What's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the WichitaPromo Podcast with your host, EKM. We back at not in Kansas anymore. I got my guy, Wzrd behind the levels and camera. We got another special guest in the building. I'll let you introduce yourself.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Miss V.
Yeah. Definitely a legendary name in the city, for real. Appreciate you for coming through.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. So, first off, how did you get into making music in the first place?
Really, I've always been musically inclined.
Yeah.
My grandfather was a musician, a very legendary musician. He passed away at 86. Yeah. He played with people like, Jimi Hendrix, Rudy Love Sr.
Yeah.
He was a big thing in the city. He was from Washington, D.C., military man. That's all he did was play the piano. Had a band even called the Valentines. My last name Valentine. That's why I'm Miss V. Yeah. If didn't nobody know.
Yeah. That's hard for sure.
So it's just always been around me.
Yeah.
I've been writing music since middle school.
Okay.
I started writing poetry first, elementary school. So
yeah. I was reading your Spotify bio, and I seen it said like second grade you got a poem nominated,
published in a book.
Yeah.
Young
that's
American
crazy. Poetry
Digest at Anderson Elementary. Yeah, it was pretty dope.
That's wild.
But always been a writer. I love music. That's my outlet for real.
Yeah, for sure. So were you like self-taught with the music for real, or like? Did you learn it in school and like church and shit like that?
I would say my uncle. He was like the biggest impact with my music. He was the one to sit me down, teach me how to count bars, how to write in bar form.
Yeah.
What a hook is, what a verse is.
Yeah, for sure.
Really how to pick apart instrumentals. We would listen to Tupac all the time, and I would do remixes of Tupac. My ambitions as a writer, that was like my first freestyle.
Yeah.
It's funny as fuck, but yeah.
Yeah. So is that the type of stuff like your family was playing around you at a young age?
Well, they've always known I did poetry. I started writing poetry. I always did poetry. I love music, but all the way up until about 6th grade is when they was like, the way you spit and recite your poetry, you can rap. Like, you should rap. Yeah. Say it like this, niece. That's my uncle. He really is the one who pushed it. He really did push it.
Yeah, for sure.
He instilled it in me for sure. He was a phenomenal artist. He rapped, sang, played the drums. He was dope.
Yeah. Yeah, that's dope for sure.
Yeah.
So 2019 is when your first solo EP dropped?
Yes, 2019. Okay. That's actually the year he passed away. And at the time, it had hurt me so bad. Yeah. The fact that I had no music out, I had never really just...
Yeah.
That was not... that was going to come. Yeah. Timing is everything. I'm not a big part. I don't push nothing. It got to flow with me. Yeah. I don't force anything. It has to be natural. It has to be organic. And I'm such a raw and organic person, so it just has to flow like that. But at that time, him passing away, it hurt me that I didn't have no music out. So I went ahead and just got right to it. I didn't know nothing about putting an EP together, putting a song out. I didn't know about anything, BMI, ASCAP, distribution, none of that. I just was going with the flow and was like, well, this is what we doing. We might as well start now. Because my uncle gave me that dream. He gave me my vision. He told me exactly where he seen me, and he showed it to me, and I seen it too. So I know that's just what it is. I got to keep going.
Nah, yeah, that's crazy. That's definitely a reoccurring theme in the past 3 episodes I've done, for real. You saying that, I had Omen on last. He said that. That's my story too. That's kind of how all of us got into making music, is a friend or a family member passing away. Yeah. That kind of influenced us in it, and then it was just damn, I really got to do this now.
Yeah, it messed me up because we had talked about so much, man. Yeah. I remember sitting at my grandmother's dining room table, having conversations with him about how big my house would be.
Yeah.
How he was going to be on the walkie-talkie trying to call me, seeing if I was home. Just we had all those conversations, and man, him passing away and just not having nothing to show for it was just...
Yeah.
Mind blowing. I was like, yeah, we're going to figure this out one way or the other. And I know it takes time. So, yeah.
Yeah, I feel you on that for sure.
Staying down, man.
Yeah. What would you say are some of your musical inspirations right now?
Ooh, right now, I'm just such an artist. And I love music so much. I'm just always inspired. And for me, like I said, music is an outlet. That's what I do. I've been doing that since a kid. Yeah. So anybody that has the confidence and courage to do that, I respect it. Yeah. You can't speak on nobody. That's just not how I am. I applaud and commend anybody that can do that. It's not easy being an artist. We're vulnerable.
Yeah.
You know, like putting yourself out there, putting your story out there for any and everybody to speak on, see, judge, whatever, and just come up with their own ideas, if you will, you know? So
Right. Yeah.
I'm inspired by any artist. Like, I listen to a lot of old music too, like Brandy, Monica, Missy Elliott, like just every artist. Like, I love music. And I grew up around musicians, so it's different for me.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, it's really different for me. Like, I'm really cut different.
Yeah. Do you think growing up around musicians and stuff like that and having that big of a musical background kind of influences like your beat selection?
It really does. It really does. Like for me, majority of the songs, really all the songs I have out, they're all original beats, but more so they were made for me. Like specifically for me.
Yeah.
Because it's hard for me to really just vibe with just any and every type of beat.
Yeah, I feel that.
Like, I really have to feel it. In all of my music, even my poetry, it's all set off of an emotion.
Yeah.
So.
Is there any local producers you're tapped in with?
Yeah, there's a few local producers I'm tapped in with. I have a couple of SC Trill and Diz's beats. Like, I love them. Them was my brothers. So, you know, they look out for me. They let me shout out to them.
Yeah, they
SC
super
Trill,
dope.
Diz. Thank y'all. But yeah, them is the main two I'm working with right now.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
my daughter's dad, he's actually a producer as well out of Arkansas.
Yeah,
so
that's
shout
dope.
out to him as well, Jay.
Yeah. You just dropped I seen it's Queen Lit, the one take video.
Yeah, so that's actually on one take. Shout out to Troy Andrews. He did that one take for me, and that song has been out. And that one take is almost 2 years old.
Okay, really?
It was private on my YouTube. This is so embarrassing. This is a real story.
Yeah.
It was private on my YouTube. And I was looking like, oh, shit. I should just put it public. Yeah. Or it's just going to sit there.
Yeah, I feel you.
And I was looking at the date like, wow. So, yeah, I just made it public.
No, I feel you. I get that. I haven't even been recording in here like probably 6 months type shit, and Wzrd was just going through the vault earlier, and this shit I forgot I had.
Yeah.
It really be
I mean, even songs, like, just songs. Like the Guarded song I just dropped 2023.
Yeah.
I wrote that in 2020.
Oh, that's crazy. For sure. Yeah.
So it's just like that. Well, I'm sorry, y'all.
How do you know Troy?
Troy,
Yeah.
So, whenever they were shooting the Pearl movie.
Yeah.
What was that, was that 2019? That was 2019.
Yeah.
Okay, they were shooting the Pearl movie, and they had like a group meeting where they invited all the artists, producers. They were doing a soundtrack. I was one of the artists. I was featured on the soundtrack, and I had seen him there. I ran track at East, and I had known him. I felt like back from, you know, like high school days or whatever. But he had liked my music. You know, I kind of just reached out to him like, hey, this is what I'm doing. He believed in me. He's seen the vision, and we've been locked in ever since, honestly.
Yeah.
Since my Back in the Dub video he shot. That's my guy. That's my brother. Shout out to him. He
crazy with the
Love
camera.
him.
For sure. Yeah. So to take it back a little bit on the music, tell me about like making your Survivor's Remorse project. I was listening to that earlier today. You was like going real melodic with it. It was crazy.
Oh yeah. That's where I was at, I guess, mentally.
Yeah.
You know, and I was really trying to deal with my emotions in a different way.
Yeah.
I feel like my Exposure project that I dropped in 2019 was very raging. Like I was in a rage. I was angry. I had a lot of resentment. I was just frustrated, confused, and I was just trying to get music out, you know?
Yeah, I feel
So with the Survivor's Remorse, I was really in such an evolving stage in my life and really trying to express myself in such a different way. That's just how it came out, you know? But that's exactly how I felt, and that's just where I was at.
Yeah, I really like that project with the like blend of hip hop and R&B. That was really dope.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It was all from the heart.
Yeah.
And it was all organic. And shout out to Parallel Studios and Christian. He shot that whole entire project, and he did an amazing job.
Yeah, I've been hearing about Christian a ton. I need to get him on the
dope.
podcast. I never met him yet.
Yeah, he's dope.
So, you ever thought about doing like a full R&B project after hearing that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I actually got a song I recorded back in 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just sitting in my phone.
That's crazy.
It's some R&B. It's some R&B stuff. It's called 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got like a big vault? You sitting on a lot of music?
I mean, yeah, like, cause I'm always writing, and just to be transparent with you, it's just not always ideal to book studio sessions.
Yeah.
You know, people be exactly where they at, and that's just where where I am right now. I much rather just need to focus on investing in myself and getting my own equipment and learning how to record myself and just send my vocals off, because that's just, you know, it's different strokes for different folks. Everybody does what they doing for a reason, and my purpose is just a little bit different.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know, so.
Yeah. Nah, it's always good to kind of learn everything yourself too, just so you don't have to fall back on anybody.
Facts. I even write my own treatments. Like, I'd rather much write a treatment to my video, because I mean, it's my vision, it's what I'm saying. I want to bring my words to life. So
right. Yeah. So you got a performance coming up soon, right, at the Elsewhere Fest?
I'm so excited.
Yeah. How'd you tap in with them?
Me and Rudy Love Jr., this would be like my 3rd or 4th time performing with him.
Yeah.
Like I said, his dad and my grandfather, they go all the way back.
Yeah.
And it just was destined, I feel like. And I even told him that we worked together. And ever since we locked in the first time, and I believe that was back in 2020 or 2021, but he's just always showed me love, treated me like family. His drummer reached out to me and was like, hey, we're performing this time, this place. We would love to have you on with us, and I'm always be there anytime they hit me up.
Yeah.
Anytime.
It's at Wave, right?
Yes, at the Wave.
Okay, what day is that?
That's on the 22nd on Saturday.
22nd, okay.
Yes.
That lineup is crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be dope.
Yeah.
XV, Sam, it's going to be really dope. Yes, I'm excited.
Sure. Yeah. Have you had any, like, favorite shows throughout your career so far?
I think I would have to say it was with the group Nostalgia. Nostalgia.
Yeah.
It was at the Brickyard. Oh, that was so dope. My whole family showed up. It was such a vibe. It was just so amazing, and it was a live performance, and those are really my favorite. I much rather perform live with a band than rap over instrumental.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I like that. That takes a lot of, like, organization and stuff too between all of the musicians to all be on the same page.
Yeah, for sure. But they following you. Like, if you're a real artist, you know what you're doing, like, you should just blend right in. I feel like that's just my opinion.
You done any shows out of state?
I did. I got booked in Oklahoma City.
That's hard. Yeah.
What was that? 2 years ago. They had booked me, and I went out there for a performance and stayed at a hotel and everything. And that was like my first out of town booking.
Did you feel like the difference in, I guess, like, support out there?
I don't know. I get a lot of love here.
Yeah.
I can't doubt the love that I receive from my city. I'm not ever going to doubt the love I receive from my city.
Yeah.
You know, I definitely was welcome when I was out there. I was very comfortable. Yeah. And the love was the same. It was like I was at home. No cap. It was like I was at home.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And it was in Oklahoma City. It was really dope.
Yeah.
It was at Castle Row Studios.
Ah, yeah. See, I love Castle Row Studios.
Yeah, I love it out there.
That place is inspirational.
It really is.
Did you, like, take a tour around the whole place?
Yes, I walked all through and up out that thing.
Yeah, it really, like, fucked my head up how close that is to home.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's really just a couple hours away.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
It's up the street.
They got, like, for anybody who hasn't been there, they got, like, 3 studios that are, like, lined up facing a whole venue. That's just the perfect setup.
Yeah, literally.
Like, record a song and perform it right there. That's like the dream. I want a place like that in Wichita so bad, but I know what it takes to make that.
And all the producers hide out there. Like, out there, all the producers is there. Like, that's just where all the artists and producers link up at, and I love it. We need something like that here.
We really do, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Is there any places you would want to perform? Like, any cities?
I got a list. I should have brung it. I mean, New York, LA, Atlanta, Texas, like Houston, Dallas, Galveston, Corpus Christi. I'm trying to be everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Like, I can't wait to go overseas and be in other countries performing, you know, being booked, you know, really performing to the masses. That's where I'm at with it. You know, I've been doing this since 2019. It's 2024.
Yeah.
We only getting closer. It's only getting better, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I think the out-of-state shows are definitely, like, the main move for an artist.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
For sure.
We've been going down to, like, Houston all the time for Hippie K. Shout out Hippie. And
he's so dope. I can't wait to work with him.
He's hard.
Yeah,
every time I go down there with him, it's just crazy to see a city like Houston they're so connected.
Yeah.
Like everybody knows everybody that's doing something. We'll walk into a show there. Like last time he opened up for Slim Thug. And we walk in and we talking to the vendors and they know each other. Like, oh yeah, we see each other at shows all the time. Oh, you know the promoter, Big Yogi? Oh yeah, he a good dude. We start talking to the homie walking and he's like, oh, this is put on by him. Oh, I know. We known each other for years.
Know everybody.
Bro over here making tacos. They're like, you don't know him? Oh, he make tacos for everybody. He make tacos for OT and this dude. And we like, what the fuck?
Everybody know everybody. That's so how dope. It is here too, but it's just small here.
Yeah, for sure. It was just crazy to see that on like such a huge scale.
Yeah.
When you see a city like Houston where it takes like an hour and a half just to drive through it. I'm like, how the hell do y'all know each other?
Huge out there.
Yeah. It's so crazy. The difference in scene, but it's inspiring for sure.
Definitely.
It definitely, every time we do some out of state shit, it makes me want to come back here and turn this into that place, you know?
Yeah, that's a big goal of mine. I was talking to my mom about it, like just being able to finally put certain plays in together. Like one of my plans as far as putting together my own tour on my own, you know, within a radius of Wichita, Kansas, and just hitting those cities organically, just promoting myself. You know, that's the best way to do it anyway, word of mouth.
Yeah, for sure. I know I seen you have songs with like Samuel David and like Scooney. Who else have you worked with?
I haven't worked with too many artists. Yeah. But the few that I have worked with, me and Sam have a song that is out.
Yeah.
Who else do I have a song with that is actually out?
Scooney. I seen
Scooney. I have a couple songs with him that's actually out because he's the one who actually puts them out. Because I have a few songs with people and they have not put them out.
Yeah.
And some songs be years old. Like I just did a song with this Freeway CJ guy that's from out of town. Shout out to him. He's about to drop the song in July. Brown Bag Banks, if anybody knows who he is. I did a song with him. He hasn't dropped it yet. Yeah. It's pretty dope. I mean, anything I get on is going to be just like that, you know? I mean, you wouldn't be asking if it wasn't going to be, you know?
Yeah. What's your relationship with like Scooney and Samuel David?
Man, since I had moved back, like that was one of the first questions I asked, like, so who's doing music around here? And I checked out everybody. Scooney was one of the first artists like that was around my age that people was telling me like, yeah, you got to check out Scooney. And ever since me and him got locked in, we just locked in. There's been plenty of opportunities he's presented me with, like even to just talk on his projects, featuring his videos. Like that's my guy. Shout out to Scooney. I love him.
Yeah, for sure.
Sam is actually something like family to me. Like we're actually really like cousins by marriage. So shout out to him. I love him. Like that's just family.
Yeah.
And I got a song with Boss Made too. He hasn't dropped that song yet either. We performed that song, but he hasn't dropped it yet. Yeah. But shout out to Boss Made. That's my bro, but he ain't dropped a song.
Yeah, for sure. I feel
so, yeah.
Are there any artists still that you want to work with in the city?
Yeah, I mean, there's a few artists I want to work with, but I just rather not speak on it.
Yeah,
just happen whenever it happens.
I be on the same shit. Sometimes I say a name and then I don't want to work with him a few months later, and I'm like, why I say that shit?
You know, and people be on that BS.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I feel you.
No, for real. I'm sorry. Am I being too blunt?
Nah, you right, for sure.
Okay.
Nah, I feel you. Yeah. So, go back further on your music and stuff too. I want to talk about your 555 EP. So tell me about like the making of that.
So the 555 EP, there was like a specific time for like a year straight, I kid you not. I seen that number every day.
Yeah.
And then there were some days I would see it twice in a day.
Yeah.
Like, because I would be up super early, having to wake up 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, and I had kept seeing that number, and I wasn't really just big on the numbers in threes. I was more on the, 11s or whatever. But I researched the number, and with where I was at in my life at the moment that I was seeing that number, it lined up. It was just so crazy how it lined up and how much sense that it made.
Yeah.
And the music that I was making around that time, it just all flowed together. So 555 is the angel number that stands for change in a nutshell. That's just ideally what the number stands for. And the first song that I had wrote pertaining and I made it around that project was the Getting Better song. And shout out to David Wallace Jr. He shot that video. Y'all go check it out. It's on YouTube. But yeah, that's just where I was at. Change, getting better. It was more melodic, on that, project as well. And I was really in my element, I would say. and I was really evolving, you know, and just processing a lot of things that I had been through, was going through, and had really just grasped and held on to the fact that, you know, trouble doesn't last always. It get greater later.
Yeah.
Change is inevitable, you know, and it just don't stop. It's gonna keep going.
Yeah, for sure. I feel that. What about tell me about the song Never Fold and the video and all that. That's probably my personal favorite.
So that's one of my favorites too, my favorite songs. So Never Fold, man, that was an emotion that was sparked for real. Like, have you ever like felt some type of way? Somebody made you feel some type of way, and it like sparked an idea to a song. Like, yeah, for sure. So that's where I was at with it. Like, never fold, because that's just how I am. I'm loyal to the soil. I ain't gonna never fold. And it's just a lot of adversity I was facing, even as far as like putting out my music. Everybody has haters, you know, but the love always conquers. The love is always gonna outweigh the hate at the end of the day. But, you know, that's just where I was at with it. My best friend, Bakari Washington, shout out to him. He shot the video. We shot that at my house. He came over one morning. I changed about 10 times, and it was done.
Yeah,
it was a wrap, you know? I recorded that song like 3 times before I actually dropped it, though. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I recorded it 3 times.
You remember where you found the beat from that?
Actually, Balzar. I can't pronounce his name. Yeah. But he made the beats. He's from Wichita, Kansas. Shout out to him. He made the beat personally for me. And I had used a reference. It was like a Mozzie beat, because I'd already written the song. Yeah. And I don't drop no music from YouTube. You know, I always get an original beat made. I'd hit him up, you know, asked him how much he charged to remake the beat, gave him a reference, and he had it done, and it matched my energy. I loved it.
Yeah, for sure. It's a dope beat.
And it matched the words, too. So it was perfect.
Yeah. What do you think, how do you think your music has like evolved through the years?
Oh, it's constantly evolving. I feel like I get better word by word, song by song. Yeah. You can definitely like hear the elevation. I feel like if you listen from 2019 to 2024 even. Yeah. So. Yeah, for sure. I actually got a song. I was at the studio today. Yeah. And I got a song I want you to hear. Okay, for sure. I'm going to be dropping it for this summer. This is my next single I'm going to drop. Yeah, I'm excited to hear that, for sure. Yeah. Never Settle. Y'all look out for it. Okay, yeah. You have a time range? No. Okay, I feel you. I just recorded it today. I wrote it on my birthday, March 27th, and I just finally finished recording it today. Yeah. Like, got it complete, so. Yeah, for sure. It's on the way. I'm excited. Okay, yeah, for sure. I'm excited to hear that. Yeah. What do you think, I talked about this on a couple episodes. I'm thinking of the one with Bea Buki right now. One of my first episodes. Shout out Bea Buki. Shout out Bea Buki. Yeah, you were actually a name that came up when she was talking about people she wanted to work with. And I asked her, and I thought her answer was interesting. What do you think of like the differences between like, or the advantages and disadvantages of being a female in the entertainment industry? The advantage is that you're a female. The disadvantage is that you're a female. Yeah. You know, because in my opinion, just being an artist in general, like, and if you want to like put actual titles on it, being a rapper, yeah, it's a male dominant sport. Yeah, for sure. You have to be very careful of what you say and how you say it when you're a female artist when it comes to certain topics, because you can automatically just get canceled. Yeah. You know, or it's just, that's real complex. Yeah. That's so complex, because I'm just myself, and I pray everybody just be themselves. But, you know, yeah, it's a male dominant sport. And I feel like say what you mean and mean what you say. Yeah. When you are a female artist, you need to say what you mean and mean what you say. Like, and don't be talking about nothing you don't know about. Yeah. You know, or nothing you're familiar about. Like, don't just be talking. Like, because that's just not what this game is. Like, yeah, it's not like that. That's not how it started. That's not the culture. Yeah, I feel you. That always gives me perspective when I ask people that question. When I ask a female artist that question. Because, like, Bea Buki even gave me perspective. I have a song with her called Player. And she told me, I asked her, like, why she didn't have a ton of tracks out with people. Mm-hmm. And she worked on that one with me. And she told me it's because the way I asked her to, I sent her the track. I was like, I think you sound dope on this. Mm-hmm. I paid for her studio session, had her come through and do it. That was it. And see, that's how you expect it to be done. It's not done like that. I didn't think about it like that. So
a lot of times I do be hitting up like my male homies just like, hey bro, come through, smoke this blunt, like write this track with me. And I didn't think about it from her perspective. She's like, dudes be hitting me up like that. I don't know you, I'm not gonna come to your house.
Yeah.
Shit like that. I didn't even think about that perspective as a dude, because I'm like, shit, I'll go chop it up. I don't care.
Yeah.
That definitely, like, it put me on the perspective about like, you gotta approach things differently.
Yeah, for sure. You definitely do.
Yeah.
You definitely do. That's like the big, in a nutshell, like what it come down to.
This industry is definitely like a very dirty game too. So,
It's just, you got to be so careful.
Yeah, for sure.
You really just got to be careful. Like, really your connections too.
Yeah,
you know,
like having a
like,
solid team is,
you know,
everything.
networking, you got to be careful, and you just really have to stand on your morals and your principles, and, you know, just stand on who you are, like who you are.
Yeah, for sure.
Cause they gonna try to make you fold.
Yeah, for sure.
Every time.
What do you think about like how the landscape of hip hop is looking right now with so many female rappers really bubbling up? Like there's so many big names right now compared to like 5-10 years ago.
It really, really is. But at the same time, I feel like females are really just dominating and just smashing it right now. And it really is beautiful to see.
Yeah.
You know, like it makes me proud, and it gives me more inspiration and motivation to just keep going, because it's so much room at the top.
Yeah.
You know, you just got to get there.
Yeah.
That's just how I feel.
I feel that. Where do you think hip hop's like headed in the next 5 to 10 years? We've been having this debate a ton in here. Like, we've been having the debate, people asking like whether lyrics is coming back, shit like that. I feel like lyrics are coming back.
Well, are people coming back?
I hope so.
You know?
Yeah. I feel like lyrics
we'll
are coming
sitting here
back.
talking all day. You know, like, it's just the person.
Yeah.
Like, by the artist. Because with me, I mean, everybody's so different, you know, because you have Sexy Red, you have Glorilla.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have Cardi B, you have Mulatto.
Yeah.
Then you have me, you have Babuki.
Yeah.
You have Absolute. You know what I mean? Like, you have the Brad, you have Monica, like, you know.
Crazy, yeah.
It's just, and everybody's story is different. Everybody expresses themselves differently. And regardless, if you like me, somebody does.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You know?
It's a lane for everybody.
Regardless,
that's kind of why I think
I don't like you, somebody does.
Yeah. That's kind of why, like, in my opinion, I've argued before on a podcast when people say like the 90s era or whatever was the golden era of hip hop. I feel like right now is the best hip hop's ever been because it's so open.
Yeah.
Like you still got these amazing elite lyricists, and then you've got all these different lanes of hip hop now that are wide open. You can really be you.
Yeah.
And it's the first time in hip hop like damn near anybody can start rapping.
And it's so many different genres though.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So many different genres because there's so many different styles of rap now.
Yeah.
So many different styles of rap.
Yeah,
I love
for
it.
sure. It's crazy.
You gotta have an open mind listening to music nowadays.
Yeah, 100%. So, what's next for Miss V? Like, do you have a project coming up? Music videos? What are you working on right now?
Oh, I'm working. I'm cooking. Let me cook. I'm about to drop this Never Settle single. This is coming out real soon. This is gonna be like a summer banger. A lot of visuals, a lot of content. I'm about to start vlogging. Make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube. Look it up under missv 96. Please subscribe to my YouTube, y'all. I'm gonna be dropping videos. I'm gonna be vlogging. I got some photo shoots coming up, so just make sure y'all tap in with me, follow me, and check out my music. Okay, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, it's everywhere.
Yeah, for sure. You got any merch?
I don't have merch yet.
Yeah.
I was just having this conversation today. I promise I've been trying to get merch for like 2 years, but it's coming.
It's a hard move to make,
yeah.
but it's a good move for sure.
Yeah, I need it so bad. I wish I would have had it before the Elsewhere Festival.
Yeah.
That would have been perfect.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Nah, no more opportunities like that are going to come for sure.
In due time.
Yeah, for sure. So every podcast, last question, I like to close it out with anybody from Wichita. Put me on to like some local spots, whether it could be food, clothing, hair, tattoos, music, literally anything. Just put people on because I have listeners from, Texas, wherever.
For sure. Make sure y'all tap in with my cousin JJ Kemp at Ink May Studios. He's super dope. Y'all can find him on Facebook. Y'all can find him on Instagram. That's one of my tattoo artists. Please make sure y'all tap in with him. The coldest. As far as food, y'all gotta look it up on Google.
Yeah,
there's a lot of good places to eat here in Wichita.
There
I feel
is,
like
for sure.
There's a lot of good places to eat here. Like I just feel like when you know the right people, you talk to the right people, you just know everything. Like it's not hard to find out about places here. It's too small.
Yeah, for sure. Everybody know everybody.
Yeah.
You got anything else you want to say to the people?
No, I appreciate you having me here. Thank you.
I appreciate you coming through, for sure.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. With that being said, I don't think I have any more questions. So appreciate y'all for watching. That's another episode of the Wichita Promo Podcast.